Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this has been a whirlwind. I filmed this exact video a couple days ago and finished it, did the whole video, was editing it. Editing was going well, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of my video, silence. Couldn't hear anything. My mic, the battery had died. So that was fun. And I thought about trying to do like a voiceover, but I was talking a lot through the video, so it just would have looked like really weird. So anyways, I scratched that video. I was like, forget it. I'll just refilm it later. So that's what we're doing. And then just a second ago, I was trying to film, and my face was not in the focus. So it turns out my autofocus, like my face tracking, was off. Anyways, we're good. So this video, and I did throw away the packaging because it was about this. So I'm sure you know by the title, we are going to retry this video, oh my God, I need to drink some coffee. We are going to retry this foundation, but technically I've already retried the foundation because I already did this video. So I already know the results, and I guess, spoiler alert, I like it. So I threw away the box. I was keeping the box because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. This is an expensive foundation, and if I can't get it to work, like, I'm probably gonna return it. But I redid everything, I retried it, and I feel like I found a way for it to work. So I'm gonna try to, like, off of memory, just replicate what I did a couple days ago. I'm gonna start first with using the All Nighter primer by Decay, and I'm going in with a lot of this primer, a good amount. So I've already washed my face, of course, I've done skincare. But yeah, one of the things that I think definitely led to the downfall, if you will, of the first time I tried this was not using enough primer. So I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the primer I used before. And it was this one I used, the first go around I used this one. I just don't think I used enough. So today we are using a lot of primer, but I just have dry skin naturally. So I just think, I mean, you know your skin. If you are somebody with dry skin, you definitely want to make sure, you know, you're exfoliating. You want to make sure that you're hydrating, moisturizing, and that you're using enough of a slippery primer. So another thing I added is the setting spray. So sometimes if I feel like I want my face to be extra like moisturized, just so the foundation goes on extra smooth, I will go ahead and spray a good amount. And I'll actually spray this too. And then this was the other thing. So in the first video, if you watched, I used a brush just because I saw a lot of other people use a brush. And again, I'm in the shade 3N48. I believe it's the color Cinnamon. But yeah, so I saw a bunch of other people use a brush. And so I was like, oh, let me use a brush too, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using brushes, but you know what your preference is. And mine is using a sponge just because I feel like it goes on so seamless, and I just get a really great application all the time. So I am going in with a sponge. So far, this is looking really pretty. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more around the nose. And remember in the first review, it broke up on my nose and around my upper lip. So I don't wanna have to use more later. So I'm just gonna make sure I use enough now. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever concealer. This is their HD concealer. I don't know if they reformulated this too, but this is, if they did, this is the old one because I haven't gotten a new one. But it is a self-setting, light capturing self-setting concealer. And this one's pretty good, so we're gonna use a little bit of this. And I did put some concealer down my nose. I will do that from time to time just to add some brightness in the center of the face. I thought about not doing it just because that is where the foundation broke up the first time I reviewed it, but then I thought about it and I was like, no, you shouldn't have to completely change your style of makeup. I mean, it's one thing if you want to, you know, add a couple of steps here or there to help a product work, but you shouldn't have to completely change how you do your makeup for the product. Like either it's going to work for you or it's not. So I decided not to skip out. So we do have a little bit of concealer on top of the nose, just in the normal center portions of the face, just to add some brightness. And even though the concealer does claim to be self-setting, I am still going to use some powder because I feel like my eyelids always crease no matter what, just because of the natural folds in them. And I am gonna put a little bit of powder right here. And then I'm gonna dust just a little bit of face powder around the perimeter where I'm going to put bronzer. And this will just help the bronzer go on smoothly. Now I'm gonna go in with this powder. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer. I have not used this in a hot second, so it looks like this. And yeah, I just really kind of wanted to start using some more products that I haven't used in a while. And I was looking through my lineup of bronzers and I was like, oh, not only have I not used this one in a while, but it's also Makeup Forever. So just trying to stick with a little bit of the Makeup Forever theme in this video, but I did used to love this bronzer. So I thought I'd bring it back out. And this bronzer goes on very subtly. You can see, I can see it definitely, but it's not too much. Like you can definitely, as you can see, you can definitely build it up, which is nice because if you're someone who's kind of heavy-handed, you can just kind of, you know, place it on gradually. And then for blush, same thing. I used to use this way back in the day. If you guys are like old school beauty, like YouTube watchers, you might remember the balm when a lot of the YouTubers were talking about this. So this is the Hot Mama blush. And I used to love this. I used to love this so much. I don't know if the camera is like picking it up, but basically it's like, it kind of reminds me of Orgasm from NARS, another popular favorite way back in the day. So it's like a peachy pink. It definitely has some shimmer. And okay, so I've definitely changed my viewpoint of shimmer blushes. I used to love shimmer blushes and now not so much. So I really, yeah, kind of shy away from using them. This is really, really pretty though. Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer matte blushes. And then if I want that glow, then I will place a highlight with a highlighter. So even though I don't typically wear these blushes anymore, it is fun sometimes to go back and be like, oh, I remember why I liked this. And this one is really pretty. And I am going to skip the highlight just because it does have the shimmer. So I feel like I have a little bit of color on the face with a natural highlighter. So that works. Okay, so this is all I'm gonna do for face makeup, just keeping it nice and simple. The main purpose is to show you guys the second application of this guy because I do really like it. So I will finish my makeup, let it sit for like at least an hour, and then I'll come back to show you. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been at least an hour, probably closer to an hour and a half, but I am done with my makeup. And let me just do a quick close-up. The nose looks not bad. The upper lip looks fine, except for I can see like full-blown mustache. I'm getting a facial on Wednesday. Today is Sunday. I'm getting a facial on Wednesday, and we will be dermaplaning. So I kind of don't want to show you that, but I will. I'm going to get close up because the foundation is breaking up still a little bit, but only around my nose. And that has happened with a lot of different foundations. I was actually gonna buff it out, but I wanna show you really fast. So let me zoom in, hold on. Okay, so I'm actually not zoomed in. My camera is as zoomed as it goes. I'm just hovering over my vanity, but I'm trying to show you guys. Can you see? Right there. Right there. It's like pulling a little bit. Right here. But that's the only place. The upper lip looks good. The nose looks good. So yeah. Okay, let me sit back down. Hold on. Okay, so I zoomed out just so you could see it from this viewpoint. But yeah, it looks really pretty, I think. And again, this is the second time I'm filming the redo. So I filmed the original review, posted it. I liked it from far away, but it was breaking up on my nose. Then I wanted to give it another chance. I filmed it. It looked really good, but unfortunately I lost the sound on that footage. So now this is the second time I'm filming the redo, the third time I'm trying this, if that makes sense. But yeah, it looks really good. So the last 2 times that I tried this, I liked it. So I'm definitely gonna keep it. Like I said, that's why I threw away the package. But very, very pretty. I just think I do have naturally dry skin, and some people have said, I think I mentioned this in the first video, that some reviews have said that it dries a little bit faster. So some people have been like, they'll put it on a portion of their face and then work with that and then go from section to section versus just dotting it all over and blending it all at once. So I do think that might be helpful. Also, if you are somebody with dry skin, making sure you take all the precautions. So moisturize your face, use a hydrating primer, a wet sponge, I feel like gives extra moisture. And then also a setting spray is just gonna help. And those are all things that I did. And I feel like it looks really, really pretty. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.